Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 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 नेम धर्म आचार तप ज्ञान यज्ञ जप दान भेषज पुनि कोटिन नहीं रोग जाहि हरि जान रोग जाहि हरि जान मोह सकल व्याधिन कर मूला तिन ते पुनि उपजहि बहुसूला काम बात कफ लोभ अपारा क्रोध पित्त नित छाती जारा प्रीति करहि जो तीनिउ भाई उपजय सन्य पात दुखदाई विषय मनोरथ दुर्गम नाना ते सब सूल नाम को जाना ममता दादु कंडु ईर्षाई हरस विषाद गरह बहुताई पर सुख देखि जरनि सोई छै कुष्ठ दुष्टता मन कुटिलै अहंकार अति दुखद डमरुआ दंभ कपट मद मान नेहरुआ तृष्णा उदर वृद्धि अति भारी ईशन त्रिविधि तरुणति जारी जुग विधि ज्वर मत सर अभिवेका कहाँ लगी कहाँ कुरोग अनेका एक व्याधि बस नर मरही ए असादि बहु व्याधि पीरहि संतत जीव कहूँ सो कि मिलहै समाधि सो कि मिलहै समाधि. So from Tulsidas ji's Ramayana, such amazing knowledge is being shared in these beautiful couplets. Sri Tulsidas ji, after having spoken about the diseases of the body, he is talking about the diseases of the mind, which is even more serious. He says, first I'll say in Hindi and then I will translate. सब रोगों की जड़ मोह है, अज्ञान. उन व्याधियों से फिर और बहुत से शूल उत्पन्न होते हैं. काम बात है, लोभ बढ़ा हुआ कफ है और क्रोध पित्त है जो सदा छाती जलाता रहता है. So Sri Tulsidas ji is saying that what is the root cause of all the diseases of the mind? He says the root cause of the disease of the mind is the ignorance, agyan, which is happening because of the attachment to the material objects and persons. What is material? That which is anitya, which is temporary, which is transient, which is ephemeral, but we are clinging to it as if it is there forever, and that is the fundamental root cause of the problem. So because of that, so many different types of ailments resulting in pain are happening. So here Sri Tulsidas ji takes reference from Ayurveda, which is based on the knowledge of Vat, Pitta and Kapha. These three constituents are there in our body, and the imbalance results in the disease. So he compares Vat, which is the air element, is compared with the desires. The Kaph, which is the other element in Ayurveda, that is compared to the increased greed, and the anger is related to the Pith element, the bile element. So these three have to be in the balance in the body, and then we are disease free. But when it results in an imbalance, there is constant burning in the chest. Then he says, यदि कहीं ये तीनों भाई वात पित्त और कफ प्रीति कर लें, यानी मिल जाएं, तो दुखदायक सन्निपात रोग उत्पन्न होता है। कठिनता से प्राप्त होने वाले जो विषयों के मनोरथ हैं, वे ही सब शूल कष्टदायक रोग हैं, उनके नाम कौन जानता है, अर्थात वे अपार हैं। So the increase in the Vat, Pitta and Kapha itself is a great problem for us. Increase in one causes the problem, but if all three combine together and they become friends, then great disease is produced, and the ailments resulting in the shul, the pain, the ache is happening because of the unsatiable desires. And how many diseases? Actually, no limit. There are so many. Then he says, ममता दाद है, ईर्ष्या डाह खुजली है, हर्ष विषाद गले के रोगों की अधिकता है, गलगंड कंठमाला या घेगा आदि रोग हैं। पराये सुख को देखकर जो जलन होती है वही क्षय है, दुष्टता और मन की कुटिलता ही कोढ़ है। Now he talks about mamata, the attachment, that this is mine, that is like the eczema, the irsha, the envy is the khujli, which is the scratching, the skin disease, and the diseases of the neck, galgand, kanthamala, the goiter, etc. They are related to harsh vishad, becoming very much elated and sometimes becoming very much depressed. And by seeing the prosperity of others, the jealousy that is happening, that is like tuberculosis, and the cruelty and unkind mind and unkind lack of compassion and the cruel unkind attitude is like the leprosy. Then he says the pride, the arrogance, that is like the joint pain, which is called damaru, and the hypocrisy and the very duplicitous attitude, and only having a selfish attitude, that is like naharwa, which is a disease of the veins. The unsatiable desire is the stomach element, and great desires of progeny and wealth and prestige is the disease called tijari. So there are two types of fever. Also, he says in the last couplet, मत्सर और अविवेक दो प्रकार के ज्वर हैं, इस प्रकार अनेकों बूढ़े रोग हैं जिन्हें कहाँ तक कहूँ. How to describe how many diseases are there arising out in the mind? For example, the matsar and avivek, lack of discrimination, and the envious nature, they are like the fevers. And actually there are so many diseases, how many can I describe? That's how Tulsidas ji ends this set of couplets, and he concludes that one disease itself is enough to kill someone. So when there are so many serious elements, they keep tormenting the living beings, and how can someone remain peaceful and blissful. So even though we do many the rules and regulations and the character building, austerity, knowledge, etc., but the root of the disease cannot be eliminated. And finally he comes to the point that when the attachment to the Lord's lotus feet happens, that is the real achievement. श्री रघुनाथ जी की भक्ति संजीवनी जड़ी है, श्रद्धा से पूर्ण बुद्धि ही अनुपान है। इस प्रकार संजोग हो तो वे रोग भले ही नष्ट हो जाए, नहीं तो करोड़ों प्रयत्नों से भी नहीं जाते। हे गोसाई, मन को निरोग हुआ तब जानना चाहिए जब हृदय में वैराग्य का बल बढ़ जाए, उत्तम बुद्धि रूपी भूख नित्य नई बढ़ती रहे और विषयों की आशा रूप दुर्बलता मिट जाए। So all this is possible only through bhakti, that will be described in the next set of couplets, and which concludes the different diseases of the mind and the body in the knowledge that it is only possible to get rid of them completely through bhakti. Bhakti, that is the devotion, is the only means. Thank you.